It's book time, everybody, it's book time. Okay, so today, oh geez, bright. Today we're going to be doing, looking at 1-star reviews of my favorite books.
Hi peeps, welcome to another Mystery Monday, and the boy is right, it's bright outside and it's super hot. So today we're gonna be looking at 1-star reviews of his favorite books, and I'll be reading, he'll be
Shocked.
probably, and I'll do the same for my books.
I don't really have least favorite books because I DNF most of my books. I'm like, oh, this book is more than 5 pages long. Nope, I don't like it.
We'll start with him, shall we? Can you tell them about the book you chose, Jess?
The book is called Bone. His name is Jeff Smith, the one who created it. And the book's called Bone, Volume 5, Rockjaw, Master of the Eastern Border. I like this book. I've read it. It's about these little white dudes who go on a journey, and they have really big noses. And they like eating peanut butter and honey sandwiches. And there's this big lion dude who's the master of the eastern border. And basically, he's trying to, them. And then they made friends with these little, see those little weird looking
We're gonna
purple dudes?
have like the picture right here so they can see it.
There's like a little purple dude and a little brown dude under it. And then there's a bunch of little animals. And then there's a tiny one that kind of looks like a bear. I think his name was like, it was like something stupid, like Bumble or something, I don't know.
Okay. So tell us why you love this book as I look for 1-star reviews.
I basically like it because of those little demon dudes. Because I've played this game, Do You Copy, where there's a goat man. And these guys are like the demon man. Like, they're like man-bear demons. Either way, I don't want to bore you to death with me. All right.
Okay, so the first 1-star review I have here, and it's funny that sometimes the 1-star reviews are the longest ones. Bone was not a very exciting book. There was a childish plot and the characters didn't really develop. It was also very short. I read it in less than an hour total. I enjoy graphic novels, but this one didn't particularly stand out. I could see a lot of better plot than this.
Holy sheesh on a shish kebab, you little spicy sallywag. Why are the characters boring, and why do you have to be such a moron? Because
first of all, let's start with the fact that this is a children's book.
Yeah, you think?
And they're saying there was a childish plot? Okay.
It's a children's book. What is a children's? Holy. Oh my god, it's a children's book and there's a childish plot? Oh my god.
Okay, how about this one,
How
Jess?
often dare you?
How about this one? I'll do 3.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it this time.
Okay.
Simply.
Look at the camera though.
Simply. ... Horrible. I like the Bone series, but this, I don't have words. We don't even get to see Grandma Thorn, Luscious, Fonsible, the dragon. Only the 2 bones going up and down the hill being chased by the rat creatures. Add a lion. At least spell it right, you moron. Add a lion. Nothing interesting is revealed. I will read the 6 if it is like this. I will not read a Bone book in a long time. It's very difficult to find books so bad.
Do you have anything else to say, or are you saying it all?
It hard to find book bad. It very hard to find books so bad. Oh my god.
Because all of the other Bone reviews, there are 1-star, have no words, so.
Oh, they don't?
No, let's react to one more. I'll do 2 books for you, 2 reviews each.
Goosebumps, The Ghost of Slappy. That's a good one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you think there's going to be any 1-star review?
The book is about this kid who finds Slappy, like, in an old abandoned house that they were like, I think they called themselves like the Junk Brothers or something. People who they just keep things out of like old abandoned houses, and like people like call them to get rid of things out of their old houses. And they basically like found Slappy in like a hidden compartment, and there was like words in his pocket. Karumari Odana Loma Molanu Karano. If you see weird Satanist words next to a dummy, don't say them, okay? Don't say the weird Satanist things that he wants you to say. Then Slappy starts doing things, bad things. Like he painted the sister's wall.
No spoilers.
Right, but he painted this. Okay, skip ahead. How long?
I don't know.
Okay, we should just put like a timestamp, right? Skip to this time if you don't want to hear any spoilers. So Slappy basically like painted different things red, and like his sister's like room, and the parents got really mad at the girl because they thought she was doing it, or they thought he was doing it to his sister, and then they like took Slappy to school one day, and he turned a kid into like, he basically grabbed a little kid's thumb and like squeezed it, like a kindergarten's, really tight. And then they went to get rid of him, and they, dug up somebody's grave and put Slappy in with them. But then Slappy pushed them in, but they grabbed Slappy's foot. Slappy fell down, boom, hit his head on a rock. His head was literally cracked open. And here's where the ghost part comes in. He uses Slappy to like stab into the wall and climb up, And then he like pushes the dirt back in and buries Slappy. But then like he sees a little blue shadow go past his window, and then all of the glass shatters,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. And then it like, wait. No, I think that's a different book. Yeah, that's a different book. In this one, he sees the ghost of Slappy, and then the book ends.
Okay, so the first 1-star review I have is, look, I realize I'm not the target demographic. No, you read the next one.
I want to read this
Okay, sorry, he'll read his own review.
Look, I realize I'm not the target demographic for the series, but I've literally read every book as they come out since the original Haunted Mask. Wow. This entry is one of the worst. It takes 90 pages for the title to even happen, and you know how long a Goosebumps book is. The school has an overnight camping trip, but then it snows the next day. Well, I didn't see the ending coming. I also expected an ending, which this one doesn't have.
What do you think? Do you think there's a merit to it?
I mean, I kind of agree with them. Like, it doesn't have an ending, and that kind of like, it pisses me off.
Well, that's interesting because
Let me read.
You can see what the guy said, but he still gave this a 5-star, and he gave it 1. Why do you think? What do you think of this review?
Well, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second one.
And this person is probably just
He's just probably
taking it too seriously.
He probably just wants to be included in a YouTube video.
This next one is absolutely hilarious.
Here, let's see it. It's so creepy. I never want to read this book again or any other in this series. What?
They gave a 1-star review because a Goosebump book is creepy.
I want to like share this to one of your friends. Share it to Lisa G.
Share it to Lisa G?
Yeah, share it to her. I was 8 years old when I read this, and I thought it was childish. That's all I have to say. Okay, share it with Lisa.
Okay, so like my rating system is a bit iffy, so sometimes my favorite books are not necessarily 5-star reviews, but I did choose one, In a Dark Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. All of her books are in my top list. I really love her. This one I gave a 4.3 stars, but if I think about books I have enjoyed, this is
so
really...
wait, what does it go to? Like, is 4.55 or is it like 4.10 is 5?
4.10 is 5.
Oh.
But so this one I really enjoyed. And
Oh, that's the one about like the cabin, right?
How'd you know that?
Because we talked about it in a video. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think of my new haircut?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I think this is the first video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in it. Yeah. Yeah, this is my new haircut. I got it like a few weeks ago. I haven't been in a video in a while.
Okay, so In a Dark Dark Wood, basically we have Nora and Claire. They used to be friends 10 years ago. For some reason, they stopped talking. And out of the blue, Nora gets this email invite from Claire's maid of honor, inviting her for a weekend Hindu party, which, you know...
Hindu or voodoo?
Hindu is like a bachelor party.
Oh.
So they're
Like
going...
Indian or something?
British.
So close.
Oh, Hindu. That's what you're
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah, what?
Like hen as in...
What? No.
Like a chicken.
No.
Hen, do.
What?
Like hen, like rooster, hen. So anyways, Nora doesn't know if she wants to go or not. Because after all, they haven't seen each other in 10 years. The way they stopped talking was very emotional. And as you know, of course, there'll be secrets. And but they have a friend in common who's also invited. And Nora talks to her and they both say, if you go, I'll go. So lo and behold, they go, of course, because it's a cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere with a close-knit group of people, and they're isolated because it is the winter. So
Are you trying to like be sarcastic and say like, oh yeah, what a great idea?
I know, but they know this is like literally my favorite plot.
Why?
But you know that in a book, when you only have a few people and you go to a place that is either isolated on itself or the weather might make it like isolated, bad shit is gonna happen. So of course, as they get there are a lot of tensions, and then all of a sudden they wonder if they're being watched or not. Before you know it, you know at some point someone is gonna die. And I really loved, for me,
They got murked.
that was a debut novel. It was highly atmospheric. I liked the characters. They were either likable or highly unlikable, but I loved, there was like a Brazilian character in it too, and she was one of those people that say whatever she has in her mind. The maid of honor was like crazy.
Ooh, I got
But anyway, after interruption number 5,
hey, that's rude.
so basically this is it. I really loved it because one of the things I love the most about Ruth Ware is her character work. You can really feel the character. It's easy to see yourself in their mind frame. She always plays fair, so the hints are there from the beginning to the end. In my opinion, the plot was tight. And did I predict the twist? Of course I did. But that doesn't bother me, because I like when I can see the clues, identify them, and put them together. So anyway, knowing the plot twist did not take away my enjoyment at all. In fact, I really loved this, and the way Ruth writes is just, you can't put it down. So for me, 4.3 star. I loved it. Can't wait what people have to say about it. Are you gonna read it for me, Jess?
So wait, that was your good review or bad review?
That was my good review.
Okay.
So now I want to see what,
All right, I'm going to choose one.
and I'll react to 1-star reviews.
K-Dog's review. Okay, honestly, one of the worst books I have read this year. And I definitely cannot recommend it as a tense crime novel. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. In a dark wood is the antithesis antithesis of what a thriller should be. It's hugely predictable. Yeah, good. You grammar so well. It's hugely predictable. Very slow paced, has a big plot holes, and was downright boring. I found the writing style to be quite amateurish. Here, can you Okay, I found the writing style to be quite amateurish, and the characters very immature and one-dimensional. These women are supposed to be adults, and in their mid to late 20s, yet they came across judgmental, bitchy, underconfident teenage girls. The complexities of adult friendships/relationships was sorely lacking and made the whole stories seem like teenage drama. None of the characters are likable, and I didn't end up rooting for any of them or caring who died or survived. The flow of the book didn't work for me either, as it was to guess who was the bad guy. Very early on. There was no exciting build-up, and it seemed to limp on and on and on. If crime novels or thrillers are your favorite genre of book, I would suggest you look elsewhere for a story that will keep you gripped and entertained. There is nothing original or fresh here. It's not even a good rehash.
Tell us how
There's more.
Oh.
No, there's not. I thought there was more, but there's not.
Tell us how you really think. Okay. Are there plot holes? I personally do not see any, except for one thing that I didn't get, but that did not make or break the novel. Are those girls acting like teenagers? No. I've seen more mature teenagers than that. They are acting like entitled prissy bitches.
Bitches.
Which a lot of grown women are, especially on this day and age. Are they unlikable? Yeah, some of them are, but I found them really true. I've seen animals like that in nature, in the wild. And do I like them? No, but I don't see that. I did not find the book amateur at all. And even though I do respect the person's opinion, I think she took the book too seriously and was too harsh on it. Props to her, but I don't agree with anything she said. Now let's hear another one-star review to wrap up this book.
This book was a dark annoyance. I think Gillian Flynn needs to start getting a percentage cut every time her name and Gone Girl is associated with a No Way in Her Caliber novel, hoping to cash in on the name check. Let's see if we can salvage anything from this novel if you take away.
Okay, how about I react as we go so I don't forget?
Okay.
First of all...
A dark annoyance?
No, first of all, I really like Gillian Flynn. But Ruth Ware did not come out and say my book is like hers. There's other people comparing her too. So, point moot. Don't diss an author for things that readers do. Okay, go on.
All right. The lowly narrator, Nora, who is irritating, sad, pathetic, and unbelievable. I'm not sure what I don't believe in more. That a sorry sack of a person is capable of writing a best-selling novel, or she suddenly accepts an invite from a friend she has not seen in a decade.
Okay, I know she's talking about a fictional writer, but I'm sorry. One thing that I really try to do is to not put
people down?
Yeah, I don't put people down. I don't put authors down. Even if I hate a book because it's not for me. And that's why I have my rating system, because it's your really hard work to think of an idea, to write it in a plot, to come up with different characters, not to get lost, to write thousands and thousands of words. That's not easy. So even if a book is not for me, I would never put the author down because it went through an effort that I'm not capable of. So even if we're talking about a fictional author, I already don't like that.
I'm sorry, you are no J.D. Salinger. I get no inkling of your talent, wit, or anything that would make me believe you are who you say you are. The non-friends invited to one of the most boring bachelorette parties I've ever heard described. But that might be unfair since I have not read many novels that center around a bachelorette party. Thank God for small favors. These one-dimensional, laughable, barely sketched in characters. I felt that Miss Ware woke up one day and realized she had to add a few more characters to this plot to add tension. Plot to add tension. Sorry I didn't recall any tension. I do recall laughing as I read about these friends.
Okay,
No, it's not done yet. Why would these people even be invited, and why these specific types of people are the ones who show up? When certain characters are added to a story, they are meant to drive the plot or add substance or comic relief, whatever you want to call it. But no one added anything essential. I can't even remember their names. That renders them meaningless and unnecessary.
Okay, so first of all, they were not one-dimensional. Second of all, the whole point of the book is that those characters are not really close. Like, those characters might be close to the bride-to-be, but they are not necessarily close to each other. And that falls on the maid of honor planning strategy. So I think that is explained and it makes sense to the plot. So yes. They don't know each other, so of course they don't interact like friends would. And in a separate point, I've been to cottages and cabins and beach houses with just my friends and spent weekends just like that, drinking and having fun. So I don't think there's anything boring about that. But if your idea of a bachelor party is to go outside on the street, get random men to pay for your drinks, go to street parties and basically act like, if you think a bachelor party can only happen if people are taking some libertine licenses, then it's not my fault. Okay, so if this was the case that the author, and I'm sorry, is not Miss Ware, don't miss my baby girl here. Either you call her by her name, Ruth Ware, or Ruth, or the author by
Ruth Ware.
Ruth. Don't go miss someone, because I know when you're talking bad about someone and you go miss someone, you mean to put them down. So
yeah,
don't put my baby girl down. Do you, boo? But I don't agree with your points.
You, boo.
Is there more?
Oh, yep. The references that something sinister is happening. I can't find my phone. Where is it? I saw footprints in the snow leading away from the house. How suspicious. Where is that dang phone? The allusions to the friend who is super awesome and your beautiful butt. Natch has a dark side. Miss Flynn, demand your due. Would you attend a bachelorette party for a friend you haven't seen in 10 years? I wouldn't, and I doubt many ladies would. I just could not suspend belief. That's the bottom line. It was a quick read, at least, but a small consolation.
Okay, so I will agree with that. You do have to suspend disbelief a little bit. Would I attend a bachelor party of a friend I haven't seen in 10 years?
Probably not.
Maybe. Depending on the reason why we stopped talking. Without spoiling a lot, but as the book goes on, it makes obvious why this person accepted. Because sometimes curiosity will get the best of you. And this is exactly what happened. So in a way, it made sense why Nora accepted it. But this is like a valid point. I'll give this person that. So the other thing they said was allusions to something sinister going on. Hello, yes, if your phone goes missing and you really want to call someone, when you say something that you find that's suspicious, because I was like, hey, where's my phone? Like, I know, like, ask Jesse. Whenever I'm looking for something in the house, I always say, I know it was here. Where did it go? I say that even when there's nothing suspicious going on, because guess what? That's human nature. Okay, so
until next time, guys, be the hummingbird.
okay, so sorry, I think I feel like I'm off my game. I hope that when I'm editing this and you're watching it, you don't notice, but I've had a migraine, and in the full disclosure, I'm really suffering with my anxiety these past few days. We'll see my doctor. Maybe I'll adjust my medication tomorrow. But I apologize for this video. I hope you had at least a little bit of fun. Next time we do one of these, it will be better. And right now, I want to put something out there for you. I want to ask for a favor. Again, just because I have so much going on in my mind, I'm out of ideas for Wednesday's video.
Wayward Wednesday!
And because it's Wayward Wednesday, anything goes. So I want you to tell me what I should do for this week's video on Wednesday and next Wednesday video. For next Wednesday video, you can give me like a bigger project, so because I'll have time to edit. Like if it's a recommendation video or whatever, I'll have time to edit and make like a synopsis for the books, and so on and so forth. But for this Wednesday video, if you can give me something that I can do short, it can be book related, it doesn't have to, but I do my best to follow your requests. I need your help and inspiration. And if it is a tag you want me to do this Wednesday, just drop down below the name of the tag and the creator you've seen it in. I'll make sure to shout them out and to do that tag. Thanks for your
collab with Lisa.
And I think Jesse just said, Lisa, if you want to collab with me, I think he's your biggest fan. With me, of course, we both adore you. So if you want to do a collab, just message me and we can maybe plan that. I'll be doing my first ever vlog for Friday. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's been fun. And until Wednesday, be the hummingbird.